Hi there, this is Ashley and welcome again to my channel where I review books and talk about books all day long. Today I am going to review Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab for you. It's been a little while since this book came out and that I read it, but I just want to talk about it. So I really hate being one of those people that can easily predict big plot tropes in stories before they happen. And Our Dark Duet is no exception to that for me. Our Dark Duet was a great follow-up to This Savage Song, and there wasn't really any sort of disparity between the books. The characters and the plot line went together very well. But just like the first installment, This Savage Song, I was just not captivated by anything that happens in the story. I know everybody really loves Victoria Schwab and The Monsters of Verity, which is what this duology is called. And yes, they are good books, but to me, they're not as mind-blowing as everybody seems to think that they are. And this is why Our Dark Duet is not. So, I was really eager to read this follow-up book. I really wanted to see the characters, Austin and Kate, back on the pages together, fighting monsters, yet it takes almost half of the book to see them on the same page. I was hoping Our Dark Duet would give me more oomph than This Savage Song did, but unfortunately they're both kind of middle-of-the-road books. The series has a really interesting premise, and it has really interesting characters, but the plot just wasn't interesting or creative enough for me to get really pulled in. It was so friggin' predictable. And it really comes down to just the fact that these books are just they're just another YA book with another badass white female teen who really has no skills or superpowers. She's just going about saving the day and everyone loves her for it. Granted, Kate is arguably way more relatable in Our Dark Duet than she was in the first book, but she's still irritating as hell, and it just wasn't enough to save the book. And throughout the book, we're still drawn to August, kind of tortured monster character, and he is now fighting for the goodness in him, but also fighting against his brother's soul that he took in the first book, and it kind of has left a residue within him. So one of the biggest reasons why I hated Our Dark Duet is that we are introduced to an entire cast of characters in Prosperity, which is the new town that Kate is living in at the beginning of the book. But we never hear or see from these characters again once Kate leaves Prosperity. They just completely disappear, and it's like, what was even the point of having the wardens and introducing them to us and making us like them if we're never going to see them again later? And while Kate is living in Prosperity, she bands together with the wardens to fight these zombie-like monsters that only live in Prosperity, not Verity. And after 6 months of fighting in Prosperity, she learns that things have gotten worse in Verity, where she's from, and decides to head home to fight this new monster that has appeared that has been dubbed the Chaos Eater. And again, do not expect things to happen quickly in this book. It takes about 230 pages for Kate to meet up with August. Then they kind of argue a lot about who's good and who's the enemy. There's a lot of back and forth within the human group and the monster group. Everyone wants power. And then the platonic relationship between Kate and August that everybody loved, like heart-eyed loved, that they were just a boy and a girl who were friends and weren't like kissing and making out and blah blah blah. Oh my god, I love you. It's completely ruined. I hated it so much. Like, why couldn't you just leave well enough alone, Victoria Schwab? What is wrong with you? And with this whole new monster called the Chaos Eater, this whole book has a faltering climax. The Chaos Eater is introduced as a new monster that's wreaking havoc in Verity. It causes a ton of damage, causes people to kill each other, but then it is very simply defeated, and that's it. Like, that's it. It's gone. Woohoo! Yeah. Like, no, they didn't even celebrate. They're just like, oh, it's gone. Cool. Let's go back to living our life. And that's, I felt like a perfect metaphor for the book. It's just like, oh, we're gonna just do some stuff and cool, yeah. And I know on Goodreads and I'm sure on YouTube, everybody's talking about the damn ending of the book. The ending of the book! And I'll spare you from talking about it because there's sacrifice and sadness and people die. And I mean, there was one book series out there that had this sort of ending too, and it was like the first book out there. Okay, the Divergent series that had a very special ending, and I feel like people have been trying to copy that ending to kind of pow people, but it doesn't work, so stop it. Ah! Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. And again, this was a review of Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab.